Hello everyone, welcome to Pro Strings. I'm Henriette and this is an exciting lesson today because we're playing the theme from Beethoven's Violin Concerto. So if that's something that you've always wanted to learn to play, do subscribe to the channel right now and hit that bell button. And here we go. When you first look at it, you think, oh, I can actually do this. It's really easy to play. It's not the hardest piece to learn to play, but there is something intricate about the bowing which I'm going to tell you about. And you may remember a while back when we were playing 3 beats to a bar, we were doing some zigzag bowing, and that is what we're going to use today as well, is some zigzag bowing. And when you play the first 3 notes, that's where it happens straight away. So we're going. Why we're doing it is because of these 2 long notes. We need to play them with the whole bow, but if I didn't do anything at the start, I would end up like this. And I'd have just half a bow for this note, you see. So this is why we're going to create a little bit more space with that zigzag. Now look carefully at my bow. I'm going to use just a little bit more than half a bow on the first note. That brings me just above the middle. Then I'm playing my up bow that follows, tiny bow stroke back, and now I'm finishing the bow stroke to the point, and I'm staying at the point for my 2/8 notes. That gets me ready at the point for playing the 2 long notes. Now I'm back at the point, can you see that? I'm doing a zigzag again. Just beyond the middle, tiny bow stroke back. Finish off your bow stroke up bow to the heel. Now stay at the heel. Long bows here. Do a zigzag again. Just beyond the middle, tiny bit back. Finish off your bow stroke. Stay at the point, and now you can play long bows again, you see. Now you can stay at the upper half of the bow for what follows. And now I'm ready to play a long bow. 2, 3, 4. So if you find this really complicated, feel free to wind the video back and play it again and play it along with me so that you feel, and this is why I'm talking while I'm playing, so that you learn to feel where on the bow you are. Now apart from the zigzag bowing, there's one other interesting thing that you can add to your technique here, and that is when you place 1 finger on 2 strings in bar 4. And in bar 4 we've got the first finger on the D string here, followed by the first finger on the G string right there. Now I'm going to place my first finger, not first on the D string and then I'm hopping across. No, I'm going to place it in between the 2 strings. And then I place it only once and I can hear both notes. Just try it a few times if you find that tricky. And you might reset your finger if it is not sounding as you wish. So what we're trying to avoid here is hopping across. And perhaps you heard also why we avoid hopping across, because I get a silence between the 2 notes. Now I'm hopping across, hear the silence. And now I can connect the 2 notes when I place my finger on 2 strings. And that is just a more sophisticated way of playing. So I would encourage you to do that, to give it a go and really try that. Now one thing that I want to reinforce again in this video is when you play long bows, and you play this down bow here, we want to at all cost avoid going like this. And how can I do that? I can stretch my bow arm forward. So whenever you play a long down bow, push your bow arm forwards. Now in this series we've done a lot of lessons, haven't we? And there are many people who, as they progress by themselves, and you know I am in awe of you guys who learn to play the violin by themselves, but there are quite a few people who come across little details in their playing that if they could solve that, it would bring their whole playing to a different level. So if you want me to have a look at your playing, click the link that appears on your screen now and you can book an individual lesson with me. And most people find that they need just one lesson just for me to check over how you're progressing and to give you a couple of suggestions, and you find that your progress just zooms up again and you make much faster progress. So why don't you consider doing that, as perhaps all the other means of support that I'm trying to give my students on this channel. So go ahead and click the link or click one of the videos that comes up in your end screen so that you can learn a bit more about violin playing. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we'll be learning the can-can. Bye bye.